Well, I remember coming up this way on the way up, but I saw carved on a tree back up the trail up here a little bit a word I didn't, Croatoan? Croa, what does that mean? Good morning, faithful. It's Friday morning, the 25th of October, and got pretty lucky this morning. The blue skies went away and the overcast skies have appeared, and the colors are so much more saturated. And I'm told by one of the park representatives, that this is the route to a falls. Hopefully we'll be able to get down in the water. Got the wellies on and set up for some nice longish exposure with the motion of the water, and maybe some seasonal leaves will be at play in our composition. They didn't tell me this first bit was all uphill, but that's okay. As you can see, we have some beautiful colors, and I've been joined by a murder of crows, and so far one lone, apparently fairly lethargic woodpecker.
Now, when I started this trip up to the falls, I thought I was going to a place called Lynn Camp Prong Cascades, and it was listed in my guide information as 1.6 miles round trip and easy on a difficulty scale. So not too far, not too hard, and that's where I thought I was starting out. However, the morning before I left the vehicle to get on the trail, I Googled it on my phone one more time and got directions that I proceeded to follow. Turns out I was going to a falls that were substantially further away, and the difficulty scale was pretty damn difficult, to say the least, as you'll see from footage on the trail here. And I wound up at a place called Spruce Flat Falls. So I was going to the wrong place, and I had put on my Wellingtons, my high boots, thinking that's an easy trick. I'll just wear these water boots, and it was a mistake. I should have packed them in and worn my trail shoes. But nonetheless, I made it. All was good. But I'm going someplace I think is someplace else. So back to it here.
Tell you what, folks, these roots look like they look like a broken ankle if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. And I imagine the rescue people would charge extra for having to tote my big butt down off this hillside if they had to come get me. So let's pay attention to what we're doing. Take it easy. I'm a bit of a slack-jawed mouth breather on these uphill ascents. Uphill ascents, that's a little redundant, isn't it? Although the downhill sections are welcome, it just means there's an uphill section somewhere near the other end of that. All in all, better than a day in any four-walled office. Look, trail improvement. What about that, huh? Look at that. Actually, it's pretty stout. I'm leaning on it. You know me. Oh, sorry. Copyright infringement. Delete, delete, delete. I've been climbing just under half an hour. Found a convenient rock to rest my weary bones. And just hear the faintest trickle of water. I don't know if we're even close to the falls, or maybe some hateful muse has mislabeled the trail. We're gonna keep going another 10 or 15 minutes before we decide to reassess our goal for this morning. The ladies that just passed me assure me there's a waterfall here somewhere. So I told them if they found my body on the trail on the way back, they could have the cameras and just mail my body to Nashville. So we'll keep on keeping on. Hopefully they're not zooming me. Okay. Another summit. More pretty colors. And another sort of level spot in the trail here. Milestone.
So we got one extra little hike. Yes.
Is this the trail, or is that the trail?
From this way.
Y'all gave up?
Well, we have to catch a shuttle.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
To leave.
Yes.
Well,
So,
you'll-
but you're almost there.
Any luck at all, you'll be on YouTube next Monday if I survive this. Pretty steep descent. I don't know if you could hear the lovely waters burbling in the background, but we're getting there. Ugh. Really about to go down now. Give you an idea of what's going on around me. It's very nice. Okay. This hopefully will get me really close to the falls. Hey guys, we made it to, what's the name of this falls? Say it again. Spruce Flat Falls. Thank you. And so I'm about to get out in the creek and see if I can find an opportunity for some photography. So bear with me.
So as I get down into the creek, I'm realizing I've forgotten my loop, or I've lost my loop, or something. Who knows? I don't have my loop. So I get down in here and I'm scrambling around and forgiving myself for wearing the Wellingtons, because had I just worn the trail shoes or tennis shoes, this mountain stream cold runoff would have deterred me from getting where I needed to be to get these shots. I get down in here and I shoot and I move and I shoot and I move and I shoot, and I've gotten several various perspectives and points of view. As you can see, as arduous as it was to get into this location, a lot of other people made it, so it wasn't just me, but they don't seem to be as winded as I was. At any rate, the woman on the very right edge of the frame is actually painting a watercolor, which turned out at least as pretty as anything I was shooting on that camera, and probably much prettier than anything I came up with for the day. But you're going to see here in just a minute several shots that resulted from different perspectives. I actually climbed up on the falls and got some pictures of them a little closer to the main fall itself. And so as we watch with rapt interest my various placements of the camera, here come some pictures for your consideration. Thanks for looking. I leave the falls, I gotta tell you, I'm so TARD tired I could FART faint. But I'm still feeling pretty smug about the photographs I was able to get. Subtle differences in points of view, subtle differences in the speed of the shutters where I was catching the quality and characteristics of the water slightly differently. Feeling pretty good about it. Now to the challenge of trying to get back to the truck. Let's see if I can do that without losing my life.
Okay, didn't notice this coming down, but there's notches cut out of this log with the handrail. So it's an improved trail. It's great. I can hear it raining, but the canopy is so thick over the trail, it's not getting to me. And I'll consider that a blessing right now, considering the challenges of this trail. I would not want to add wet and slick to its characteristics.
Were
Have
you
a good
in the
day.
Navy?
Yep.
Thank you for your service.
My pleasure. Every day was a blast.
Oh, good. It's good to hear that.
Getting close to the parking lot. And probably gonna pack it up with intentions of heading towards Nashville, unless photographic opportunity meets my eye, in which case you'll be the second to know. Thanks for joining me on this second trip of the year to the Smokies. I like to try to do this in the spring when the dogwoods are in bloom, and in the fall when the colors start to peak. And 2 or 3 days at a time. If you like what you see, thumb me up. If you're afraid you're going to miss something, go ahead and subscribe. Appreciate you being here. I will see you next week. The rain is here, folks. Not to fall and hurt myself. I noticed there's a water tower down here that I did remember seeing on the way up. It said, had the word help carved into the side of it. So I'm not sure what all that possibly means. I hear a lot of screaming from down below. It's probably just people having fun, enjoying a bear visit or something like that.